All right, guys, in this video, I want to talk about how you can start a vapor blasting business if you're looking to earn a little bit of side cash. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because several of you have reached out to me asking what it would take to start such a business. And then ever since I built this thing, a lot of you have been emailing me wanting to send me parts to process for you guys. And I've been declining all service work, whether it's blasting or engine carb work. I haven't had really any customers bring me bikes like I have in the past. And that's just because right now I have 4 kids and all kinds of activities, and I'm just spending a lot of time with family. So for right now, at this phase in my life, I've really slowed down as far as service is concerned. And I really want to focus on video work, okay, and pumping out more videos. So that's just where I'm coming from. But anyway, let's talk about what it would take to start one. What I've done is I have a spreadsheet here that you can download by clicking in the upper right, and you can plug and chug your own numbers for your own situation, okay? And the numbers that are in this spreadsheet that we're going to go over, don't kill me on it, okay? This is basically just to get a discussion going. It's a high-level bird's eye view of what it would cost. You know, I didn't include all the little items that might be needed to start a business, but just all the big stuff, okay? All the big ticket items, all right? Okay, so why start a business like this? Take my location, Chicago. I'm right by O'Hare, like right smack in the middle of the city, right? Or in the suburbs. But anyway, there is 2 vapor blasters. One about an hour north and one about a half an hour south. And that's it. And I had to search hard to find these people, okay? And with a big city like Chicago, maybe there's other people doing this, but they're not advertising for it, okay? Maybe they have it to complement their own business, and you walk in there, sure, they'll do it for you. But anyway, I think if there's no one in your area doing it, then maybe it's a good idea to offer it, you know, so people don't have to ship parts, because shipping is a killer, right? Okay, another thing, vapor blasting has a very easy learning curve. You can wake up tomorrow not knowing anything about this, spend a few hours with the whole thing and how to do parts, and then you'd be comfortable enough to do parts for people. It's really simple, okay? You can't really wake up tomorrow and become and say you want to fix cars or be a motorcycle mechanic if you have 0 experience. That takes schooling. It takes years of experience. This, however, is pretty simple, actually. Okay, so let's go over the spreadsheet. Let's go over 2 case scenarios, okay? In the first case scenario, we're going to assume you have nothing and you're going to buy all new equipment, okay? So, and by the way, the green cells are inputs and the yellow cells are outputs or calculations, okay? So let's say you need a vapor blaster. You can go and buy one commercially, $4,000, okay? Or more or less, but just roughly $4,000, okay? All right, then you need a compressor. Let's say you don't have a compressor. The one I would recommend is like an Eaton Polar Air 7.5 horse. That one has 31 CFM at 100 PSI, and the cost is $2,200, okay? If you're running a business, time is money. You want a lot of air, okay? And Eaton Polar Air, I have their 5-horse pump. Works excellent. I would love to have a 7.5 horse, but unfortunately, that's what I'm dealing with right now. But if you're out looking and you're starting a business and you need to buy a new one, I would recommend that one. That's a lot of air for $2,200. Okay, next problem. Let's say you need an electrician to wire up that compressor. Let's just say it's going to cost $1,000. You're going to need a 220 volt breaker, a 50 amp, and I just put $1,000 in there. Depending on your situation, may be different, but you're going to need 220 for that compressor. Okay, next up, $1,000 for a website, LLC, some advertising, insurance, etc. Okay, that's going to vary for your town, where you're located, and whatnot. But I put a website in there because if you have a website that you can post some videos and pictures and just describe this, I think it'll make you look a little more professional. Advertising, because I think a lot of people don't know about this process. So I think the hardest part about a business like this is actually getting the work and telling people about the benefits and whatnot of vapor blasting. Okay, so that totals $8,200. So let's now talk about how long it would take to recoup that cost. Okay, time for the break-even point. Let's say your shop rate is $80 an hour when you run this thing, and your operator rate is $20 an hour. Now I split that out because let's say you want to hire an employee to run it. Maybe you can be at your day job and you can have an employee running this thing. Or you'll see that I've set it up so you can actually pay yourself a little bit as you pay off this equipment. Okay. Oh, let me back up for a second. If you don't have the $8,200 startup cost, you can go to the bank and loan the money at 5 to 6 to 10% interest. Okay, just saying. Okay, back to this. So your profit per hour is $60. Okay, hours of labor to break even, 136 hours to break even and pay off the equipment. Let's say you want to work 5 hours per week. Weeks to break even, 27, so about half a year. Now, monthly income during equipment payoff, you can pay yourself $400. Okay, so you actually get a little bit of money, and then you would be paying $1,600 a month to the bank to pay off the loan, right? Okay, so that's if you bought all brand new, and again, you can plug and chug your own numbers. Now look at case scenario 2. You can build your own vapor blaster. This one's like $1,800 or so. It's smaller. You probably can't accept all the parts that people want to give you compared to a $4,000 machine. You can buy a used compressor, right, for $1,500 on Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. You can run your own 220 line for $500 if you have that skill. Website, LLC, advertising, insurance, $500. Maybe you don't want to spend as much on a website or advertising. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Okay, that total startup cost would be $4,300. So if we do the same thing, hours of labor to break even, 71, same hours per week, and then it'd be 14 weeks to break even, and then you're making all profit from there. So I only put in there 5 hours per week. That's not a lot, okay? And when you first start off, it's going to be slow, right? And then as things pick up, then life is good, right? But anyway, that's what it would take to start something like this, okay? And again, you can download this spreadsheet by clicking on the link in the upper right, plug and chug your own numbers, and, let's get the discussion going in the comments. What do you think about something like this? Okay, am I off on these numbers? Is it pretty close? It's just to get it going, because I haven't seen anyone really talk about the business side of things. Also, I started in 2011 servicing bikes, and I still do a little bit. I haven't really discussed that up until this point, but if you guys would be interested in learning about that, I just operate from my home garage, and I service bikes, and then I started this YouTube thing. So I never really talked about that, but I certainly could. So if you guys would like to see some of that, let me know. Maybe I can do some videos on that. But that's going to do it for this video. All right, that's it for this video. Make sure to hit that like button and share this with your riding buddies. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified right away when new videos come out. If you'd like to support me in creating more videos, such as this one, check out my Patreon page and see if you can help me out. You can also buy me an ice cold beer or two by clicking on the link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.